In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful.
Assalamu alaikum and greetings to all viewers, Muslims and non-Muslims alike. Have you ever wondered if the historical figure, Jesus of Nazareth, was here today in the 21st century, where there is a pandemic like the coronavirus? Have you ever wondered, would he have flattened the curve? As you know, there is a hashtag trending right now called flatten the curve. And that is a curve that we in our society are seeking. Meaning a curve whereby you have a less amount of those inflicted with the coronavirus so that it's spread out and so that it's manageable. Surely from both the Muslim and Christian perspective, we acknowledge and hold and maintain that Jesus was a healer. He healed the leper. He healed the sick in general. He healed the blind. And he brought the dead back to life by the permission of God, by the leave of God. And so what's really interesting is when Jesus would perform these miracles, in Arabic we call it mu'jiza, and when Jesus would perform these miracles in healing the blind, in healing the sick, in healing the infected, what we understand is that this was done by the permission of God. Both the Quranic and biblical discourse affirm that. For instance, in the Quran in chapter 40, it says that these miracles are given to prophets by only the leave of God. What's very interesting is if you look in the Bible, specifically in the book of Acts in chapter 2 verse 22, it says, "Fellow Israelites, this is Jesus of Nazareth, a man accredited or a man approved of God, who has done miracles, wonders, and signs amongst you, and you yourselves know it." So we see that Jesus did perform these miracles, and he healed the sick, but he did it only by the leave of God, by the permission of God. In the Bible itself, we find also in John's Gospel, in the Gospel of John, chapter 3, verse 1 to 2, it talks about a man. He was a Pharisee, and he was part of the Jewish council. His name was Nicodemus. And Nicodemus used to go to Jesus in the nighttime, according to John's Gospel, where he would learn from the teachings of Jesus. And he went to Jesus one time in this narrative in John's Gospel, chapter 3, 1 to 2. And he went to him and he basically said that, "Jesus, I understand." He said, "Rabbi, I understand that you as a teacher, you are basically sent by God, and that you perform these miracles by God, only by the leave of God." So the Jewish position has always been that Jesus did perform miracles and healed the sick and healed the contagious folks, but he only did so by the permission of God. And thus that also indicates that Jesus himself wasn't divine necessarily, but that he was provided a mu'jiza. He was provided a miracle. A miracle in Arabic is known as a mu'jiza. And all the prophets essentially came forward with a miracle to demonstrate and affirm the authenticity of their mission. That is their prophethood. So for example, Prophet Moses,